Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Planescape Torment. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today here at the doors of the Weeping Stone Catacombs? That's the one. The gateway to the Weeping Stone Catacombs. Let's have a chat with Bar. Let's see if he stops impeding our path. I'm not gonna make no puns, so let's go through. And he's of course gonna close the door behind me, and then I'm gonna force him to, if I need to come back before we are done down here, which might happen. It might happen. I'm gonna force him to open the bars for me with a twist of his wrist or something like that. Anyway, last time we were here, which has been about a week since I've been here. Yeah, about a week, probably around that time. I went up there. I went over there. There was a bunch of things, and I don't think I went there. I don't think I went there. What I decided to do is I wanted to go over there, and then some guy that I kind of forgot already decided that it was his business whether I left this place or not. And I decided that was a bad call for him, so I decided to attack him, which then turned out that he wanted to attack me instead, which was brilliant and amazing. Oh, it's coming. I was gonna cast a spell. I was gonna cast... What were they doing? Okay, let's murder the lesser Varqualili.
See that?
Okay, so he's dead. I think more damage. I'm gonna switch to this mode of looking at health, because I think this is better just in terms of me knowing exactly how much damage I take on each guy and how much health I actually have, because he's not very good at this. He's a fighter, but he's got a lot of mage experience, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure if he's leveling as a fighter or as a mage. Well, as a fighter mage, so he's actually multi-classing. I'm not. Yeah, okay, so he's probably gaining. But oh, the game was a little bit sluggish there. Okay, what do we have? Nothing on the floor. We have something. Oh, we got more of those guys. Okay. Let's get the bandage. Another skull. Don't really need the skull. Don't really need the bandage at this very moment. That's true. I'm gonna keep it over there. Let them come. What are they doing? Why don't they come immediately? That's weird. I want to cast a spell here. Let's go with this chromatic orb on that guy. Smack. Yeah, it's not a very effective spell, is it? 20 damage is decent, but unfortunately that doesn't really work as I wanted to. Let's see what I can do here. That's one down. Hopefully he doesn't hit any of us. Going relatively well. No damage for us. Critical miss on 3 guys.
Alright.
A critical miss on the 3 guys at the same time. That's luck right there. Okay, good stuff. What is this? Sorry. Gilv, the face in stone. Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, there are a few faces. Why are you so sluggish today, game? Don't crash or anything, and you can be all the slug you want. As you pass one of the twisted stone faces on the walls, it calls out to you in a creaking voice that sounds like the shifting of boulders. Immortal, regard me. I am Gilv. I would have words with you. How do you know I'm immortal? I see a burning purpose within your shell. I see many things in the falling dust of these tunnels. You lack something essential, and that keeps you from death's sweet embrace. Is it really that sweet? I wouldn't think so. What did you want to say to me? Listen, this place holds much danger for you. Treachery awaits you on the surface, and your way is long and winding. At the end, you will find what you have sought, but you may not want it then. Are you some sort of oracle? Oracle? No. I observe. That is all. That's all? Forget it then. If that's all, I don't care. That's an interesting line right there. In that case, perhaps you can answer some questions I had. What did you want to know? Tell me of yourself. How did you come to be in this situation? I was once a respected leader of my community in the lower ward. A petty lord sought to increase his power at the expense of my people, my friends, my relatives, and friends. I spoke against him. And then what? And then he captured us, one by one, and bound our spirits and senses into these screaming faces, under the ditch where all filth in sigil comes eventually. And then he let the polluted waters above flow through our mouths and noses and eyes. Oh, so that's why they're weeping. These are like sewer gates, which, you know, him being a statue, he probably doesn't mind too much, but I get the disgusting connotations there for sure. But a respected leader of my community in the lower ward. No, he was one, yeah. A petty lord sought to increase his power. Okay. Is there anything I can do to help? I am cursed to remain here until fresh water passes my lips. There is a magical flask of water in the drowned nations. Bring it to me and give me a taste of it, and I shall tell you of someone who can help you unlock its full potential, and you shall never lack for water again. Where's this flask?
Updated my journal.
I do not know. There was an artist named Chad who frequented these tunnels. He knew. Find him. He may tell you. And how do I get there? Through the dead nations, where the dead walk and rule, or through the warrens of thought, where many as one holds sway. Oh yeah, that's the guy, that's right, many as one. That's the guy we met on the north area of this place. Neither is without its risks. Tell me about the dead nations. The dead have achieved life in their own way. They rule a portion of these catacombs. They struggle with many as one for the hearts of these tunnels. What about tell me more of the catacombs. The catacombs were carved eons ago to house the dead of the city, who did not wish the tender ministrations of the dustmen. They have become the refuse ground of the city, where dwell monsters barely seen, where humans prowl like scavengers among the scavengers. Many as one patrols these tunnels, and has turned many against their natures. The dead nations prowl as well, guarding against the depredation, of the humans who come among them. Okay, so I can ask about the dead nations, yes. How about many as one? You have heard of cranium rats? When they gather, they become more powerful. A shared mind. They are their servants. War rats seek mastery of these under tunnels. They war with the dead nations. Okay. What came of the catacomb? Okay. What do you want me to do for you again? Oh, that's an again. Okay. Well, I guess what was the name of that? Gilv, the face in stone. Indeed, but not the face in stone capitalized. It's just the face in the stone. Literally. So we have a quest right there. Awesome. What do we have over here? This carven face sweats with the damp air, with tracks cut into its face from the dripping water. Yeah, I suppose it's all of them. Okay, so again, okay, I wanted to click on the other face, not the face that talks. What do we have over here? This body is twisted and bent as if it died in incredible pain. These bodies lie as undisturbed as they did when they were first buried. They never were buried, but sure. And again, another face over here, another incredible pain body, and we have something over here. The corpse lies motionless. No amount of prodding or poking induces it to say or do anything. Okay. I wonder what that's for. Why? Because we got some of those. Unlike most of the barrels and urns in the catacomb, these appear to have been relatively unmolested. Huh. Okay, so this goes to the mosaic crypt. If it is just an individual crypt, then it's like the other place where I died a bunch. And apparently there's something terrible that happens each time you die. So I'm not really sure what that is, but I'm gonna try and be way more careful from now on when I die. Hopefully that's not gonna happen too much. Let's see what we have. The names and warnings inscribed into the stone have been chipped away into illegibility. These caps are rusted to the ground and cannot be opened. It looks like they controlled airflow into the crypt. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Right there. All of them cannot be opened. Or none of them can be opened. Okay. So what do we have over here? The inlaid metal in the mosaic floor seems to be sitting in a slight depression. It looks like it has scraped the color from the tiles around it. Really? Sure. I mean, if it's that colorful or something, I don't know. We have, of course, a huge tomb. That was the sound. What was that? Was it Morty? Nothing happened. But that is something over there. And over here, the names and warnings inscribed in the stone, yeah, they're illegible as well. Unreadable. Oh. Yeah, there's definitely something over there. I'm gonna probably die or something. Let's see if this... it looks like something. Like a path over there. Save the game, and let's mess with this thing. The container is locked.
Forced it.
We all did. Oh. Yeah, this is not gonna end well, is it? We got a sledgehammer over here. How good is it? It is a 2 to 9 crushing damage of +1 enchanted, +1 taco. In comparison to your weapon, I would say that is a 2 to 9, so it's way better in general. This thing is very good to sell, though, so I'm gonna keep it over there. And then you have the Battle Axe of Quality. Can you use this? Not really. Why not? Only usable by fighters. But he's a fighter. Come on. Okay, well. I can't use that. If I can't use that, I can't use that. But the problem is, nothing terrible happened. That's surprising. Okay. Huh. What's that for? Well. It's for nothing. That's weird. Why would it...
All right.
What's it called? The Mosaic Crypt. Oh well, it's just a loot place. That's kind of weird. We're gonna have to go over there later, most likely, just with quests and stuff. Okay, what did we get out of here? We got a zombie over there. This time it is actually a zombie. Hello, Mr. Zombie. How's it going? Let me kill you. Yeah, I've been killing you guys since the beginning of the game.
You see that?
Yeah, that was pretty good. Let's get them. Oh, this goes somewhere else. Can you guys decide what you're trying to do? Thank you. And now let me mess with this one over here. But it's just a zombie as well. Got a bunch of them. Okay, and over here we have another zombie. What are these? This body must have been undead. The wounds that killed it came a long time after the flesh disappeared from these bones. Huh. Yeah, makes sense. And disconnect somewhere to the Dead Nations catacombs. Okay, that's where we actually need to go, because we need to get a dagger for Farod. Well, now we also need to get a water, apparently. We need to get a dagger for Farod, who apparently needs it for... I don't actually remember what he needs it for. Oh, it's a source. Yeah. For magic, most likely. I'm not sure well, I'm not gonna I'm just not sure if I'm gonna let him keep it. Oh boy. Hi. Please stop. Okay, thank you. Stop. Thou have come too far, traveler, and trespassed into the Dead Nations, realm of the Silent King. Wilt thou submit peacefully? Submit to what? 'Tis the will of the Silent King that all who pass the gates into our nation become prisoners of his lands. Wilt thou submit? Oh, I suppose. I mean, submit. Come then. We shall show thee to the chapel. Know this, thou shalt be free to wander these halls, but not to leave the catacombs. Thou shalt be a prisoner here until thy death. Should thou later arise as we have, thou shalt be free. Praise the Silent King. His will be done. Okay, well, I'm gonna follow him.
My journal.
Hopefully they don't take my stuff. Is this the Silent King? He doesn't seem very silent, but yeah. Ah, another member of the Leaving. Most are slain by the ghouls this far into the catacombs. You are fortunate. You're Swaggle from the mortuary. What? I don't remember him, though, but what are you doing here? Your memory serves you well. I am no longer stationed in the mortuary. Instead, I have become a missionary in these parts. But... I thought I'd killed you. The wound you struck was not a mortal one. I recovered quickly and found that I would like to distance myself from the mortuary. Aren't you angry? No. Should I be? I am somewhat disappointed that it was my time to leave this place. Nonetheless, you should not return to the mortuary, for many of my fellow factotums would not be pleased to see you. Factotums, that's an interesting... why? No, I can't ask that. You'd say you're a missionary? Yes, I came to these catacombs after hearing rumors of undead that were aware in these parts. I hope to save them. Save them? Yes, passion ties them to this false life. I hope I can teach them to forsake these passions and leave this false life behind and reach the true death. False life. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this has to do... I know that already, but I'm still gonna ask that. Let him talk. These dead ones are so close to the true death, yet they cling to this life. This false life is the lie of existence on this plane. Yeah, that's actually at the center. You guys might remember at the center of the tenets. Tenants? I think it's tenets without the N. Well, actually without the second N. Of the Dusties. What about the true death? A complete absence of passion. The true death is the true life beyond this shadow of existence. It is to this place that these dead must reach to free themselves. You want them to die? I wish them to transcend this plane of existence, divorce themselves from passion. I can save them. Where am I? You are in the catacombs of the dead nations. The guards brought you here. And who were you? I am Soego, factotum of the Dustmen. I am a missionary in these parts. Okay, so he goes back to this, and he gives a half bow. He goes back to this bit over here. Why have I been made a prisoner? I do not know. Ask some of the citizens here. Okay. Well, I'll see you later. A moment of your time before you go. Do not attack any of the undead here in the catacombs. They will not harm you so long as you remain peaceful. Should you prove hostile, they will defend themselves, and there are many of them. Lastly, you may return here if you need to rest. Sure. I'll see you later, I guess.
My journal.
Okay, so there are indeed a lot of them, but dying shouldn't be much of a problem. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of a problem. I was treating my dying as a teleportation, but it's not, because I'm just gonna be brought here. So let's not die. The small brazier barely gives off light, much less heat.
I'm gone.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. This metal slab is apparently used as a bed. There looks to be a portion on its side that can be pried open. Okay, let's pry it open and look inside. You're not going to be able to pry into Suego's things. Oh, it's his? Sorry, I thought... Whatever. While he's around, you'll need to find some way to distract or lure him away from the area if you want to get in. If you want to get in there. Okay, so let's try that. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Ooh, I can ask him questions. Tell me about Argrim. Oh, I didn't meet this guy yet. But yeah, tell me. Sure. I mean, I knew about the Silent King, but not about Argrim. A stubborn one, but admirable in his piety and devotion to duty. He is my strongest rival here, and he has kept this civilization together for many years. His passions stem from his piety and devotion to duty. Admirable qualities, but misplaced. Okay. Tell me about the Silent King. I have never seen the Silent King. I wish I could tell you something about him, but I have never seen him. Presumably his throne room lies beyond the Crimson Doors, but I cannot gain entrance. Argrim, the skeleton priest, will not let me. Okay. What do you know of this civilization? They have been here many centuries, I think, taking care of those that have passed away in their halls. Such devotion to duty is no longer necessary. It's almost a crime. You just want to kill them, says Morte. Sentience threatens the Dustman. Yeah, I think that's a good opposition right there. That's a good opposition between the two. Okay, that's all I wish to know. Farewell. Okay, I can't distract this guy unless I actually can attack him, which I probably won't try to do. We have a lot of bandages in here. That's a very good find. That's a very good find right there. Good stuff. And I'm gonna keep that over there. And the cranium rat charm, you can keep it. What do we have? Can you use the dirty rat charm? No, that's for thieves. The bone charm you can. And the charcoal charm you can as well. Look at that. And I've never figured out what to do with this thing. Oh. This copper earring looks extremely old. It looks like it was meant to be worn. But there doesn't seem to be a hook, which is kind of... Yeah, okay. So insert my fingernail into the notch that matches where the triangle... Oh. Yeah. I messed around with the zombie number 79, and I forgot about this. I completely forgot. I remember reading that bit, and I didn't really connect all the dots. I didn't really appreciate what I was actually reading. So I'm gonna insert my fingernail into the notch that matches where the triangle was pointing in the fanged circle you saw on Zombie 79's forehead. You hook your fingernails into the third groove from the top and press it inwards. As you do, there is a click, and the top of the earring snaps open. Not only can you wear the earring now, it also looks like there is a secret compartment inside the earring. Okay, let's shake it and see what happens. You shake the earring, but nothing comes out. Whatever was hidden in the earring is gone now. Discovering the latch to the earring will now allow you to wear it. In addition, the secret compartment may make the earring more valuable to a merchant. What? Why would I want that? Is it good? I suppose this might be a quest item or something. You can't hear... Wow, come on. It's just an earring. Why don't you do that? Why don't you wear that? Oh, well. Okay, we got a stone. We got a bunch of crap in general. Okay, where are we? Okay, again, on the other side. My god, this level just loves sending me... Okay, you got into a new area? Well, I'm gonna send you to the opposite side of that new area. How about that? Okay, hopefully I'll just keep getting... excuse me. Bandages or something. These are all locked. I should be able to force them open.
Failed. Opened.
Thank you.
Open. Forced it. Open. Forced it.
That works very much. That's actually really good.
Your will be done.
So the battle axes... I'll take that. Junk. That's for Morte. And 500 coppers. That's powerful right there. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's like half of the price of one of these things. Because I can sell them. Okay, so I'm not going to need these things. The enchanted hammer I'm going to keep. Because it probably is good or something. I don't know. It looks... Yeah, it is better than that one. By a sliver. And it is enchanted, which is a nice thing. Okay, there are apparently... Argrim. The Bleak. There apparently is a door that I need to get through to get to the... what's the Silent King? Yeah. So what is this thing over here? The iron pew looks exceptionally uncomfortable because it's iron. Yeah. Hey, Argrim, the Bleak, and I got a skeleton, and a bunch of skeletons, and a ghoul, and a bunch of ghouls as well. Hello. Oh, this is the guy. Yeah. The skeleton this is the guy that we talked to when we came here, right? Let's see. Bar. That's at the beginning of the episode. Gilv. That's the head. Dead body. No, that's another thing. Argrim the Bleak, yeah. So he was the one that greeted us and imprisoned us. This skeleton wears what appears to be an ancient priest's robes, heavy and ornate. It carries a large, impressive stave, which, is that the singular? Or is that a different thing from a staff? I don't know. I thought it was the plural of staff was staves, but what do I know? Which is capped with intricately carved horns, dangling pendants, and a gilded skull. Greetings. The skeleton, its eyes aglow like two burning embers, looks you over, but makes no reply. Are you the Silent King? I say, knowing full well he's not. It shakes its head, turning with an eerie grace and pointing eastwards. It then turns to you once more. Okay, so I need to go over there, thank you. Are you Argrim? It nods solemnly, the pendant suspended from its stave tinkling softly. There is something disquieting about its silent piercing gaze. I have some questions. It motions for you to proceed. Okay. Why have I been made a prisoner? 'Tis the will of the Silent King. The living who are caught here are made to languish in his halls until they join the quiet ones. Could he be convinced to allow me otherwise?
My journal.
After a short silence, his jaws creak open. 'Tis doubtful, but perhaps mysterious are the ways of Silent King. The ways of Silent King, yeah. May I speak with him? It holds up a bony palm. With a creaking groan and a puff of dust, its jaws open to speak. No. Its voice, deep and resonant, echoes for a long while in the vaulted chamber. But why not? Its voice booms throughout the chamber. No living creature may pass the doors that lead to his throne room, nor would I allow thee an audience, even if such a thing were possible. Thou shalt not see him. But I need his permission to leave. It holds up its hand. No, by the power of the Silent King, thou shalt not leave this place. What can I do to convince you? Firstly, I would know why thou art here. Well, I'm looking for something. A small bronze sphere. It shakes its head. I have seen no such thing. Why dost thou seek this object? This might be really bad, but it's for a man named Farod. It's a big story, really. Please don't kill me. The skeleton draws back. It looks up in a way as if peering up at the surface. Looking at Farod, I imagine. That wall hacks right there. Blood still beats in his black, worm-ridden heart. That wheezing sack of flesh still sends his packs into our homes to raid and pillage. It faces you once more. Thou were wrong to come here. We tolerate no such desecrators within our borders. But I'm not of his pack. Why then art thou here, invading our homes on a fetch and carry for that miserable soul? Well, I'm finding the sphere for him in return for information I need. There's no other loyalty between us. It looks you over carefully, tapping its chin with a bony finger. Click, click, click. Thou do not seem to the sort to follow such a man. Perhaps you speak the truth? Perhaps your presence here is tolerable. Well, yeah, but I don't want to be present here. I want to be present in the Silent King's presence. Anyway, may I speak with the Silent King, please? He holds up a pony. Okay, so it goes back to that. So back to the questions. Why have you made a prisoner? I think there was a thing. Yeah, tell me about the quiet ones. The true dead. Oh, that makes total sense. Yeah, that makes total sense. Those who have no voice and do not but sleep eternally. May the Silent King watch over them. Yeah, tell me of the Silent King. Our Lord in vision, but he makes the law, or he who makes the law, and protect us. Thou would do well to start no trouble here, stranger, for the Silent King's eye is everywhere, and his justice swift. Why is it called the Silent King? He speaks no more than necessary to guide us. Praise to the Silent King. Oh, so you're kind of following him in your ways, I suppose. That's very noble of you. Anyway, I will have to continue talking to you next episode, but for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Planescape Torment. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye!